What up, what up? Winbush here, and today I'm excited to show you guys the Matrix Awakens running on the Xbox Series X. I got my trusty controller right here. It's all running in real time on Unreal Engine 5, so let's jump right into it and see what it's all about. All right, cool. So we're starting off with the WB logo, which is funny. I used to work with Warner Brothers for a long time, so it's just cool to see Warner doing something cool like this. We have the Unreal Engine logo, which of course you guys know I've done stuff with Unreal Engine and Epic Games before as well. So it's like everything that I'm involved in is just conjunction into one. So I'm really excited to see what this is all about. So I did watch a little bit of it last night, but I stopped it maybe like 2 minutes in just because I wanted to really see for myself what this is all about. Because it's one of those experiences I think you have to kind of just dive in and see. So I'm going to be skipping around a little bit on here. If you want to see the full intro experience, you can actually go to Unreal's YouTube channel. But all this stuff right here, this is the stuff that I really wanted to dive into. Like, this is all running inside of Unreal Engine 5. This is super dope. And if you guys are into NFTs, Warner Brothers and Nifty's were actually selling Matrix NFTs, and they were all metahumans, in which you'll see the metahumans use the side of this experience, which I think is pretty dope in itself.
Sorry, I was told this is a sim preparing me to fight the system.
And what's funny is that's actually the default metahuman. Whenever Unreal Engine, they first announced the metahumans, that was the default one that they used. So it's cool to see her inside the Matrix experience. I see what y'all did there. All right, so that shot looks pretty dope.
What now? You drive.
All right, there we go. So target, switch target, shoot. Dang, this is slick. Sorry if I'm talking loud. I got my beats on. They're like super loud right now, but I was trying to get the full experience. This is pretty dope. I should try recreating something like this. Maybe do a tutorial on it, but
Trinity? They're on the car. Who's the roof? My pleasure. Sorry, boys. Of course they have a helicopter.
so this is really dope. Maybe that's some imaging that we saw in there. You never know. Yeah. But I'm loving everything that I'm seeing so far. This is like really inspirational. You know what would be dope is if they actually had this running in VR. Like, I would love to throw on my VR headset and play through this.
Just don't give up. Watch out. Hang on. Okay, how about the big gun? Thought you'd never ask.
Oh snap, what do we got going?
Get a kick out of this. Come and get it.
Oh, that feels good with the rumble on the joystick.
Too many of them. You again.
Having the headphones on for this experience definitely helps out.
Hold steady.
This kind of reminds me of like the Fast and Furious experience that they have at Universal Studios. I don't know if you guys have been there before, but something like this could be really dope for like a Universal experience, because this reminds me exactly of how they did the Fast and Furious one. Dang, look at that detail. There we go. Unreal Engine 5. I did see a little flicker in the building in the background there, but we'll let it pass. That was a dope experience. Super, super dope. I think I was smiling the entire time. Like, seeing video games come this far, finally. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for, right? See what this next part is. So, A, toggle mass AI visualization. Oh, that's pretty slick. So all these cars are AI. Dynamic global illumination and reflections. So yeah, this is running in real time. I'm toggling everything with my Xbox controller. Niagara particle system. Nanite. Yeah, Nanite's dope. I gotta start covering more Nanite stuff on my channel. Chaos physics. Yeah, that's something I need to get into as well. Using the chaos system and everything. Temporal superset. Super resolution. Okay, so you can really see it in the windows. Yeah, the audio is something you need the headphones on to see or to hear. Then Metahuman. All right, so this is the open world experience I've been hearing about. And so we have the Metahuman. Let me turn her towards the camera. So again, like, remember whenever they first announced Metahumans, this is the default Metahuman, which is dope to see inside this experience and actually looking really, really good. And so I'm just looking around the city here for the first time. And yeah, I mean, this looks amazing. Like, for everybody that says like, oh, Unreal can't do photoreal, I mean, this is pretty sick. This is running on the Xbox. It's not even running on the PC. So, I mean, this is pretty crazy here. So we can sprint, holding the right bumper here. I mean, this reminds me a lot of like Watch Dogs. Like, I couldn't imagine like the next Watch Dogs or the next Assassin's Creed running on a system that looks like this. I mean, this is pretty insane here. So it wants me to fly a drone, but I kind of want to walk around the city first and just kind of take this all in. I mean, I can't imagine how long this took. I mean, the city looks pretty photoreal to me. Let's walk up on some of these metahumans. Maybe this is somebody's NFT here. Let's see what this guy's all about. I ran into the pole there. So he's looking at me a little bit. He got his coffee in his hand. So they don't have like the Assassin's Creed system of like pushing into people. Or at least she's interacting with her. So let's see what happens when I bump in the... Yeah, they kind of just walk out of the way. Oh, there we go. We had a little interaction there. Let's see if we could run out in the street, get hit by a car or something. Actually, let me fly a drone. So let me hit the Y button. Okay, so left trigger down, right trigger up. So we're just gonna fly. Dang, this is crazy. Let's see how high up we could get. So I'm hitting the right bumper to speed up. Kind of look around the city here. I mean, this map looks pretty massive. I mean, let me see if I can fly faster. I don't know how far we could get. Maybe we could get to the edge of the map, but see how fast we can make this drone go. I mean, we're going pretty far into the city here. I love the lens flare that we see with the sun over on the right hand side and everything. Dang, this is super impressive. Let's see with the menu. So if I hit the hamburger button, oh snap, we actually have a map. So this is like a full-on interactive game. Let me see. So we got camera composition. We can actually play around with the camera aperture and focal length, focal distance for the photo mode. We can run some simulations, so we can rotate the sun. Oh, that's pretty dope. That looks cool. We can play around with the crowd, the traffic, parked cars, the density there. Let's see, visualization, crowd and traffic. Let's see what happens when we turn that on. Okay, so that's showing us the AI and everything down there. You can see the green blocks, and I'm guessing the blue blocks are the people, and the red or the green blocks are the cars. So I'm actually turn that off. What's this matrix filter? So the matrix filter is kind of like a LUTs, so it's giving it that matrix cinematic movie feel. Let's see with the night view. Dang, this is pretty wild. I mean, look at all those polygons within the buildings there. I mean, this is truly insane. Yeah, we can see the material IDs as well. Back to default. Let's move over here. Oh, so we can actually drive. So looks like we have some driving in here. Let's figure out how we can get into a car. So let me hit Y to go back down the walk. Oh, it put us right into the car. So I'm gonna hit A to drive. What's funny is I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas right now. And this only like gives me a glimpse of what like the next Grand Theft Auto could look like. I mean, this is pretty wild. Let's see what happens if we crash. Man, let's crash into some cars. So the vehicle damage is pretty on point. Let's see if I could get out of this truck and get into something better. All right, so let's see what we got over here in this parking lot. See if we got like a Porsche or something like that, or if we got like a Jaguar. You know, I love Jaguars. I got 2 of them, so let's see if we get in something like that. Actually, what is this? I guess they wouldn't have real cars in here, right? But let's see. Can we? How do we jump into a car? So maybe you can't just get into any car. Oh, there we go. Oh snap, did you see that matrix effects there that happened in the distance? Oh, there's the police. My fault, didn't mean to do that. It's not Grand Theft Auto, so it doesn't look like they're getting too mad. So let's drive up on the street. I want to do like a really big car crash just to see how the system holds up with like explosions and everything. I know we saw it in the pre-demo there, but let's see what happens. Let's see it hit. Dang, we need a better car. We need something that could go faster. All right, let me get out of this car, see what we could get. Looks like we have some type of Porsche up there, so let me see. And run over here. Hopefully it will let us get into this car right here. Ah, snap, there we go. We got the fake Porsche. Let's get going. Here we go. So I'm hitting like 77. Watch out. Here we go. Head on. Bam. Ah, no explosion. Dang. I was hoping for an explosion or something. I want to see something really get tore up. Like, let's see how fast we could get. So going like 80. Head on. Bam. Well, I mean, like the vehicle damage and stuff is pretty impressive, but would love to see some type of explosion happen when you like really ran into somebody. But look at my fender, my bumper there on the back. It's like, snap. Well, I guess you can't see it now because it just fell off. But all right, one more. I wonder. I know this is just the Grand Theft Auto and me talking, but I wonder if it could run into people. If I could drive. All right, let me get out of this vehicle. Let me get into something else. And I drive much better in real life, I promise. So let me find a crosswalk somewhere. All right, so, man, these See, there we go. Oh, snap. So there we go. So we are basically in the Matrix. So you hit the people and they just have like that Matrix effect. That looks pretty crazy right there. The pole is just in the car, but yeah, I mean, this is an impressive demo. So this definitely inspires me to dive in and start using Unreal Engine 5 a lot more. I haven't really used the Metahumans too much since, you know, they came out, but I got the mocap suit. Maybe it's time to jump in and do some Metahuman stuff. I definitely want to recreate that Warner Brothers Unreal Engine logo at the top with the Matrix effect. So maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to create cinematic logo opens like that, since that's primarily what I do. I work a lot in Hollywood, working on movies and television shows. I do a lot of those logo animations and the title sequences and stuff. So this would be a good opportunity to show you guys exactly how they built that part out using Cinema 4D and Unreal Engine. So, you know, lock it in on my channel. Maybe that's something that I cover next. So that was a really dope experience. I'm glad I got to play it for my first time ever for you guys on here, just so we can kind of go through everything together. But this is something that I saw last night. If you go to FXGuide, they kind of give a behind the scenes breakdown of how everything was created. Like this is showing Keanu Reeves in real time in the PlayStation 5, which I thought that was actually video footage. So that's actually really, really dope to see that that was like rendered in real time there. We saw the Matrix effect there being recreated in UE5. You can see some of the car explosion stuff in here. This is just really going through, you know, the behind the scenes of how they created this stuff. So I would definitely leave this link in the description below if you guys want to kind of read through it yourself, just to kind of see how they recreated some of these scenes and just read about the technology that was involved in creating this. These are all metahumans right here, which is really dope seeing such vast metahumans being used inside this universe. I know a lot of people have been doing shorts with metahumans and stuff like that, but seeing them actually being used in crowds like this in like such a massive environment is really, really cool to see. And then, you know, just seeing the different characters in here being rendered in real time. I mean, this is dope. We're seeing like the photo capture and everything. Actually, I did the same exact thing with Mixmaster Mike of the Beastie Boys. You bring them into like a photo booth, you take a 3D scan of them, and then you can use them as an actual character. So I'll link that too if you guys want to see it. I do have it on my YouTube channel, but just being able to use all this different technology and have it within our grasp is really, really cool. Like when I first started doing motion graphics and CG, like stuff like this, you will only be able to use if you're working in like a really, really big studio like ILM or the Mill. And even then you had to be, you know, chosen to work on those projects. So to see this type of technology being at our fingertips, like this is stuff that we could all jump into Unreal 5 and start figuring out on ourselves. So this is really, really cool to see. So yeah, I'll definitely leave this FX guide in there for you guys so you guys can check it out for yourself. And maybe even you guys could recreate some of the stuff that you saw here today. So thank you guys for going through this experience with me. Like I said, this is my first time playing it through. I think I'm going to play with it a little bit more just to kind of check it out. If I discover any Easter eggs or anything dope, I'll be sure to let you guys know up on the channel. And of course, subscribe, because I am going to do a tutorial on how to do that Warner Brothers open and the Unreal Engine logo with the Matrix effect and everything on there. So make sure you keep this channel unlocked. And if you guys have a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, make sure you download the demo, check it out for yourself, because it is really dope. I can't wait to see what gaming companies actually do with this technology moving ahead. This is the whole reason I got a Series X, so I'm definitely excited. So if you're digging this video, make sure you leave me a big thumbs up. As I alluded to before, subscribe to the channel for that tutorial. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys again. I'll see you soon. Take care. What up, Winbush here.